My name's Connor McCafferty. I'm responsible for the business side of Zest. I'm a psychotherapist by profession. I manage the SHIP service, the self-harm intervention programme, and the Western Trust and the Northern Trust as part of the Protect Life strategy. Our mission as an organisation and as individuals is to give supportive care to people suffering emotional pain and hurt. When we talk about emotional pain and hurt and people suffering, we work specifically with self-harm and suicidal behaviour and ideation. We started off, Zest actually means passion for life, and we actually called ourselves Passion for Life at the start. But what we discovered was not everybody has a passion for life, so we changed it. We changed the name to Zest Healing the Hurt. Well, what we offer, there's sort of a couple of sides to it. There's the individual who's actually self-harming or suicidal, and we sort of assess them in each session as from a risk perspective, so that we don't discharge them until we're confident that they're no longer at risk. Then we also offer families support, because it's very frightening for a family when somebody self-harms or attempts suicide. The family get very frightened. They don't understand, they're not sure what's happening. So we offer them a couple of sessions of support to try and explain how it works, and also to be able to risk manage the person should they get very distressed, what to do and how to contact services and that. To explain emotional health, everybody's born perfectly emotional. We person, when they're happy, they're happy. When they're sad, they're sad. When they're anxious, they're anxious. When they're embarrassed, they're embarrassed. But when they cry, sometimes they're told, stop it. I'll give you something to cry about. The person says, I better not do that one. But it's a law of the body. We actually are born. The emotion is the physical manifestation of what's going on in our heads. And when we have a thought, we have a feeling. When we have an experience, we have a feeling. You can't stop it. It's a law of the body. And emotion means to move out, motion out. And we automatically, that will happen, as we see in small children. But when we're told not to do it, we stop doing it, and it doesn't get out. And what happens then is it doesn't go anywhere. So the person starts feeling bad. And they wonder, what's wrong with me? Yeah, I feel bad. And then we start doing things to make us feel better. The people we work with, when they're wee people, sometimes they discover that they bite the skin around their fingers. That pain takes away a wee pain. And when this pain gets worse, then that pain has to get worse to distract from this pain. So we help people get back to that place and look at what is it, what's the problem. Sometimes it's past experiences that they never got talking about or expressing. They often say self-harm is you're just looking for attention. But that's true in the sense of nobody's paying attention when they try and tell them stuff. In fact, there was a young girl I saw not so long ago, and she had a very serious gash in her arm. And she said to me, look what I had to do to get somebody to listen. In order to change a behaviour, we have to change the way we think and feel. And that's where the problem lies, the feeling of not expressing the feelings. I mean, men are taught, if a wee boy cries, you're a baby, like, stop going on like a child and grow up. That's because there's a message out there. You're weak. Have to stay strong. Men have to sort their own problems. You can't show a weakness. You're not a real man if you have a problem. You're not a real man if you show an emotion. That's not true. We're born to do it. A real man does show emotion. Here in the Western Trust, almost 60% of everybody who self-harms has been drinking. In the Republic of Ireland 3 years ago, 7 out of every 10 completed suicides were drunk. Just this overwhelming sense of sadness. That's when you can lift a bottle of tablets or a rope or head to the bridge. We're in Limavady, Derry, Strabane, Omagh and Enniskillen, and we're in Coleraine, Ballycastle, Ballymoney, Antrim, Ballymena, Larne, White Abbey, Cookstown, Maharafelt, Mahara. We would take placements from the counselling course, but everybody that comes here has to become a volunteer. There's a volunteer application pack online at www.zestni.org.